What's up, nerds? Welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 108. I'm Sean. I'm joined with Chris and Brandon, as always.
What's up, guys? This week's Omni4Game recap. We go over our locals, as always. We then look at our weekly reveals, and then we hit your guys' comment questions. So if you like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
All right, first topic, locals recap.
So, Sean did not go Tuesday.
Nope.
He was busy. Doing, God knows what, what's more important than Digimon? Like, I don't know.
Not a lot.
So, Brandon, I guess you're going first, right? Yeah, because you're tiebreaker. No, I got second. I remember you going, freaking Will didn't win a single game all night.
Yeah, you ruined my tiebreakers.
I pooped on your tiebreakers. Man, you guys should have played Constructed.
We did.
Oh, you guys should have played the new stuff, sorry.
Well, everyone had at least a deck except Will.
I know, and that's why I'm saying you guys might as well have if he did poorly anyway.
Yeah. And Will goes, no.
I didn't have a new deck, but I was just okay with everybody else playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had all the new stuff ready.
No, I still need one hoodie, one Chitos, and I think that's it.
Yeah, but what about CS Omni?
And a shack. Oh, CS Omni? I would have to just find everything, put it together. And I also didn't have a list that I was happy with yet.
Me next.
Gotcha.
Which, hey, I've got what I think is going to be the working list. It's the list everybody's been, talking about, but nobody wants to show it. It's the stack-based CS build, which plays a lot like CS Moste, with just pieces, flipped around and how it works. Like, the level 4 slot is obviously very different. Level 3 is obviously also very different because you have to play the Agu Gabu. But I might have a list, so we can probably be one of the first channels to post a deck profile for that.
Cool.
Yeah. Give Sean a little
sounds dumb.
A lot of the people. So anyway, round 1, I played against Chris, playing DM Machine still. I am still playing Gas, because again, I didn't have any of my new stuff ready. Game 1 took us 30 minutes. I wrote down... Oh, yeah, I did misplay, and it cost me the game on the spot. In the final turn, I didn't stun his body. In this turn, I remember... This is the one turn where I will be a small hypocrite, because I made a joke that Chris took ages on all of his turns. Because, I'm just messing with him. But this is the one turn where I legitimately sat there and, thought for 5 minutes on what card to stun. Because my brain was telling me stun the body, stun the body, stun the body, but I was like, no, stun the tamers, stun the tamers. So I stunned the tamers, and then I look down at my deck, I have 0 cards, he has a rookie on the board, and he goes, alright, swing at your Alterescent Security, pass turn. And I went, Yep. Scramble. Useless.
Now, I literally picked up Scramble, picked it up, double-checked, read it, and I looked up at Brandon, read it again, put it back on his field, I was like... So all I gotta do is swing at that Alter S that you just put in there, right? And he goes, yeah, let's go to game 2.
Game 2. So, because I could have survived the extra turn and then killed him that turn, but because I was choking him to 1, one of his analog youths was stunned, and he would have just had... I think you didn't have a body in the raising, or you did have a body in the raising. I think it was a rookie, though. So I'm not sure what you could have done with that memory, but I was also promoting... And I had extra bodies, and you were out of security, so, Anyway. So then game 2, I literally OTK'd him with a bad hand. I was like, oh, man, this hand is so whack, I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. And then I just OTK'd him, and I was like, hey, that's what happens when you see the 1-up EX Metal Garurumon.
Doesn't sound like your hand was very bad if you OTK'd him. Just saying.
When I started the turn, I was purely digging for pieces... And then, because DGO is a busted card, I got to play my Tamer for free, and then I just OTK'd him.
Okay.
It was legitimately, I started that turn not thinking I could get there. I needed EX Metal Garu. I needed the one of Garu X, and I needed Scramble.
I am real sick and tired every time I play Brandon, he activates training or something like that, or DGO, and the first card he flips over is EX1 Melga. Every single time.
I like when he plays training versus me and reveals 2 Blitzgrays.
Every time.
I'm telling you, every time I play against him, one of the first trainings or DGOs he activates, it flips. One of the first cards flipped is ZX1 Melga. I'm
Hey,
like, okay,
that's your
great.
cross to bear, dude. He has to high roll you so he doesn't do it to anybody else.
Yep.
And then game 3, we ended up drawing. We had like, I think, less than 10 minutes going into that game, and both of us were kind of just slapping each other back and forth, but not really doing like the peak of what our deck could do. And then Chris, being a spiteful douchebag, made it to where I couldn't kill him. How dare he?
You made it to where I couldn't. You literally stunned my machine Dramon. We're like, I don't think you can kill me if I do this. I definitely could have. I had the second Melga in my hand, which would have checked 3 security, and then I would have killed you. And I'm like, yeah, the level 5.
Melga?
Said Melga.
Oh, whatever. Metal Greymon.
Okay.
Metal Gra.
Yeah, I had the second Metal Greymon in my hand. Could have checked you for 3, unsuspended, and swung for game. But of course, you were like, all right, let's stun the machine Dramon. I'm like, okay, I guess we're playing for the tie then, bud.
Hey, I'm allowed. You're not. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So we drew, which means only one thing for a small.
Every
local.
week at Trinity, every time, there's always one tie that ends the tournament early. It's so dumb. I hate how it does this.
So we're playing 2 rounds. And then round 2, the final round.
Suspense is killing me.
Sorry. The final round, I played Will playing Mallow Loop. He has yet to beat me with this deck. I just OTK him before he can like properly establish his loop. And I think he's getting so disappointed with his Mallow deck just not OTKing that he has decided to completely put the deck down and is moving on to other loop decks, such as, but not limited to, Hoodie Loop. So we'll potentially have 2 people playing that in our locals.
3 if Spencer is off.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he actually plays in locals, sometimes he just doesn't.
He works on Fridays.
He was there
he
this
gets there
Friday.
really late.
Oh, maybe that's why he doesn't sign up, because he doesn't get there on time. Because I feel like I see him like every week, but I guess he just doesn't get there before we start.
Yep. So because Will didn't win a single game all night, Brandon, you got like 3rd or 4th.
My opponent game win percentage was 30%, and I'm pretty sure that was carried by Chris.
Yeah. I got
it
second.
Had to have been if you played 2 people.
Yeah. I got second. Brandon kind of went over it. Game 1 was an absolute slog. Neither one of us just could kill the other.
Game 2. Game 2, I want both.
Yeah, game 2, he killed me real quick. Like, he just saw his pieces went off. And then game 3, we just didn't have enough time to really finish. Round 2, I played against Todd playing Diaboromon. Which I thought was going to be a pretty bad matchup for me for a minute, because that deck does have access to like some D-Evo. Thankfully, though, he didn't know what a whole lot of my cards did, which is like a big benefit to the DM deck. It's just such a toolbox deck. At one point, because I was just building in the raising, playing my tamers, playing my meat, slamming my meat on the table. And he was like playing his tamers and whatever. He had promoted, gone into Dia, and then spawned, I swear, like 5 tokens off of it. And he swung at me, did a couple checks. I promoted my stack, but he didn't kill me. Promoted my stack. I had so many cards under the stack at one point. I had like 10 plus cards at one point under a stack that were face down. I'm talking like I went metal Mamimon, bottom decked his Diaboromon, stripped all his sources, bottom decked it, went into like Machine Dramon, tucked Metal Greymon underneath it, and deleted all his tokens. So now he's like starting to get an idea of what my cards are doing. At one point, I even went into Mega Dramon, who deletes play cost. He can delete 2 Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less, but for every card underneath it, it adds 1 to that play cost.
Okay.
What are the Diaboromon tokens play cost?
12
14.
or 14. Yeah, that's right.
Just know I was able to delete tokens with that card at one point.
Ayo.
Yes, I'm talking. Yes, if you would have seen it, I had 11 cards underneath my stack at one point. I could have been deleting cards with 15 play costs with that card.
Jesus.
So, yeah, it was, and then he was really, he really did not like that Metal Greymon, because if I had enough cards underneath it, it's deleting so much DP worth. At one point I was like 20,000 something DP I was deleting. Yeah. Because I was just building and then raising.
Yeah.
I was just like training, and then, you know, analog youth, I'd promote tuck, you know. So, yeah, I ended up getting that one 2-0. If you probably knew the matchup a little bit better, it probably goes a little bit different. So yeah. And then that was it for the tournament. I think Ben got first. I don't remember what he was playing though.
Lucemon would be my guess. That's what he's been working on.
It was probably Lucemon because he said all his other decks were new format ready, so. And then the pre-release for Trinity is this Tuesday. This whole pre-release has been weird. It's all been pushed back a week or whatever.
Yeah, everybody's got their product. Most people have their decks ready. All right, pre-release. It's like, oh.
Well, the weird thing was Trinity didn't have their product.
Well, they would.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Because they.
Yeah, that is weird, right?
Yeah.
Because we asked, like, oh, do you guys have it? Are we able to like buy it? Yeah, we just don't have it yet. Okay.
And he said no, we don't have it yet. And isn't the pre-release next Tuesday? I was like, yeah, but I mean, it was supposed to be this week, I think. He was like, well, it's next week, and so if we did have the product, we wouldn't be able to sell it. And I was like, okay.
I guess.
I'm like, okay. Yeah.
No one's gonna.
Yeah. And then me and Brandon did not go Friday, unfortunately, to the pre-release because we went and saw the Chainsaw Man movie, which was peak. Definitely one of the best animated movies of all time.
This man right here is peak. He is peak.
Nerds,
peak
dude.
guy right here.
It's just a story of a young man falling in love and shenanigans happening. That's just all a Chainsaw Man. Yeah, that's all a Chainsaw Man summarized into one sentence.
Story of a man who just wants to touch some booba.
I guess so. So I attended the pre-release. I'm not even sure why, honestly, because I already bought a box. I really wanted to play Constructed. I was really hoping we could just maybe pay $30 for 6 packs and then just play Constructed. But yeah, but unfortunately we could not. I did bring a deck though, just in case he's.
Just in case.
What'd you even have ready for the new set?
Ruin Mode Turbo.
Just Shine. Yeah.
No new stuff in it, but I adjusted my list from the week I went.
Winless.
03,
Winless.
Yeah. So AJ, whenever I got there, he's like, man, I'm really good at picking your boxes, right? For those of you that don't know, AJ is the one that has handed me my last 2 boxes that have both had either an SP or a 2-star in them. And I said, yeah, you absolutely are.
It should have been me.
Yeah. And whenever he was handing out the 6 packs for the pre-release, he asked me which one do you want? And it was 5 or 6 different options. And he went to grab one as I was answering him, and he grabbed one as I said that one over there. And he immediately was like, okay, that one. And I was like, no, I'll take the one you grabbed. I'll take the one you grabbed. He's like, nope, you're getting this one. And I was like, dang it.
Oh my god. Tell me that's the one with the Altar Huddy in it.
So that is the one he gave to Ben, who was sitting directly across from me, and he did it just so I'd see what was in it. And Ben pulled a regular art Mastamon.
Ah!
Yeah.
The 4th one you needed.
Yeah, I was like, damn it. But it's okay. My pulls value-wise were pretty bad. I pulled a regular Super Jesmon and an Alt-Art K, which did not go in my deck. But pre-release wise, I actually had a pretty solid deck. It had a bunch of toolbox options. I basically just built a CS deck, and I was playing 1 each of all those 5-cost options. And I pulled 2 Modimon and 1 Yokomon. And I actually pulled a fourth Tama. It was the Atmon Tama, but I literally only played 3 Tamas because I was like, I always want to be able to activate these options. I don't ever want it to not be live. So I just sacrificed a fourth Tama for the ability to just always play one. There's only like a few cards in my deck that were not CS trait, and it was like a couple of the rookies because I literally just didn't have enough. I had to play a couple of the Atmon rookies.
Yep, that's how it was for my pre-release. It was mostly CS, but the rookies, it was like, they're all uncommon and stuff, so I only have like 2 of the Tuck rookies, but the entire rest of the deck's common, so...
Yeah, but the option cards, as well as the Modimons, put in a lot of work. Because it basically meant, as long as you saw one, you were a good chance you were always in a game, because you could out whatever the stuff they had going on. Round 1 versus Todd. Game 1, I was able to clear his stack, his first stack that he put out, and then I cleared his security in one turn. I just swung out because I had the Super Jessamon in my hand and I had 2 memory. I forgot that it's not an on play to play a token. So I just hard played it for 12 memory and then played the token. And I was like, game? And he's like, how'd you do that? And I was like, because it's an all turns effect that lets it attack and it has rush. And he picked it up and read it and he was like, okay. And then we just went to game 2.
Oh man, no.
I don't
counter +1.
Yeah, I don't know how much that would have mattered because I think he was kind of bricked on either 5s or 6s at that point, so I don't know if he could have not lost that game anyway. It obviously wouldn't have ended that turn, but
yeah. If they would have made that just one also on play, it would have been really
busted.
strong,
It would have been like a 3 or 4,
yeah.
and then Royal Knights could just
Royal Knights,
2 damage, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Game 2, I ended up getting a lead and running him down, and he was trying to protect himself because he had 0 security. And he evoed into a blocker that he searched off of a hard playing a rookie to pass turn, but I already had the black option in my battle area, so I was like, swing to evo. But I also showed him the Jessamon. I was like, I could have hard played this too.
I think in Royal Knights, no matter what, if it comes down, it's 2 damage because it has rush and it plays the token off when attacking.
That is true, however, unless it's passing turn.
Yeah, it still would have been really strong in on play.
Yeah. It being 12 memory makes it a little awkward because it's not super good early game, but yeah, you're right. It would be 2 damage most of the time.
I was just thinking of that and I was like, I think it's getting it anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good card.
If Purge would have been allowed at 4 with that Jessamon, I think it would have been pretty nuts.
Oh, true. Because it's a one
play
attacking effect. You just play it in 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Starting to see why they hit Purge.
Well, if you get
they saw what was coming up.
If you get that Jessamon and the new Drazel out, that thing that's 3 damage, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
It's pretty brutal.
Yep.
Maybe that's why they're shooting up. Maybe someone hyped it.
Well, in new Jessamon, if you play it with the old Savior, which I am in my list, you can hit him for 4 damage in with 1 stack.
Is there a way outside of Purge to tuck your own Royal Knight in the stack?
Mechamon.
Okay, but there's just not a convenient way to play it out for free? Or no, that's what the new Drazel does, right?
Drazel plays itself out.
Him? Okay.
Yeah, Drazel tucks himself and plays himself out.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hitting Purge probably made the most sense in hindsight.
Yeah. Round 2, played against David. I told him as we were, I think, finishing game 1, what I did to Todd, I was like, yeah, I used Jessamon to kill him technically both games, or I could have killed him both games with it. And he's like, how? And I was like, or he was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. And I was like, yeah, you just pay 12 memory. And, and he was like, how'd you trigger the effect? And I was like, hey, you just play the token. And he's like, it's on an on play. And I was like, what?
Sean goes to his deck.
I had it in my. I think I revealed it off the search, so I had it in my hand and I read it, and I was like, "Oops, my bad." Yeah. So, unfortunately, I cheated Todd, but whatever. Sorry.
I mean, stuff like that on a pre-release is just bound to happen.
Yeah.
You're playing
it's
cards
annoying
with
because I
random
know that I
players.
read that card already, obviously, because we did the set review, and like we saw that it was not an on play, but I just forgot.
Yeah.
It's the fact that if you don't like the card or you're like, that card's irrelevant.
It immediately
just
gets purged from my memory
It's
base,
out.
dude. People tell me a card, I'm like, I don't remember what it does, man.
Speaking of, let's talk about Sean here for a second. All right, so you pulled that hoodie, right?
Yes.
Altar Erica, the
This
SB.
man,
Altart Erica, what are you talking about?
no, Altar hoodie.
Was it hoodie?
The
Oh, okay,
2-star
okay.
hoodie, bro. What you talking about?
Yeah. My bad. I thought it was Erica.
Yeah.
You forgot what card I pulled?
While we're at it. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Look at that. So shiny. So
Furry.
this man pulls this, and if you guys can recall from last week's set review, anytime we talked about the hoodie loop or anything hoodie related, Sean was like, yawn, go on to the next card. And then he pulls that and immediately in our group chat goes, so anyway, I think I'm building hoodie.
I read the card.
Dude. And then he goes, yeah, I'm gonna play it in Magna DNA because we have the Magna CS level 5 or level 4 now.
I
And,
wouldn't
like,
play it in Magna DNA. I would just play it.
you would have to
I would.
you'd have to build a new version of it where it's like CS bottom end.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't work. And he goes, what are you talking about? I was like, reading the card explains the card, using Sean's favorite keyword against himself. And then he replies immediately with, oh man, deck sucks, card bad. Throws the gif of Woody being thrown in the trash.
Yeah, I don't want to play with
from
you
Toy
anymore.
Story. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just the fact he pulls the card and immediately goes, well, I guess I'm building the deck.
Yeah, looking at the 2-star, I was like, I might as well read this card. and
then proceeded to not read the card.
I didn't read it close enough. For some reason, I saw the play cost, but I was thinking of like all the level 4s you play off of it, and in my brain, I was just like, it plays a level 4. And I looked at the new Magnamon, and I was like, it's a CS trait. You can play it off of that and draw a card.
And then you DNA, and then you go into
Magnex.
Magnex.
Yeah. It's so good if it were legal.
It's so
If
good.
that was holy cow! If that was possible, if you could go Huddy into Magnamon, or Alliance 2 checks, go into Pyldramon, 2 more checks, and then activate Primo, and then game. Nah, that would have been crazy.
Now you see why I was so excited.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Hey, you were this close.
And then Brandon crushed my dreams by pointing out that's not what the card does. So,
no, I got quite the chuckle off Sean going, I pulled this. I'm gonna play this.
Yeah, because what's it play? It's like play cost.
5 play cost.
Yeah.
5 play cost and
Magna
7. Yeah.
Magna's a little too expensive, unfortunately. It's really disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if he was a 5 play cost, turn 1 Royal Knight, you'd play him for literally free.
Yeah, he would be free. Free 99.
Yep.
Game 2 versus David was not as smooth for me. It took me a while to see a good mega. Because I only had 6 megas in my deck, which actually is a higher number than have been in recent. Like, this was the best pre-release as far as like playability of my cards that I've had in a very long time. But he built a Poseidon in his breeding area.
Oh.
And then promoted and started going to town on me, and I was like, dang, this sucks. I need something good here, like, because it has evade, so like the red option won't kill it even if it's the only thing on the field unless it's already suspended. And he knew enough to play around that anyway. He just would leave it unsuspended at the end of his turn, because you can swing with it, trigger its effect, and then it'll unsuspend once. So he hit me with it I think he hit me with it twice, and I hard played the level 4 Gekomon, and I stripped his 3 and 4 out of his stack to where it was just a Tama, because he had linked the 5 to it earlier. So I made it to where it was just the Poseidon and the Tama, and then his 2 link cards. Because I hadn't seen my black option yet, and I was like, maybe I'll draw into it, or maybe he'll check it out of security, and it'll just out the Poseidon because it'll just de-evote to the Tama. The next turn he swung, and the check was the option card, the black option card, and I was like, yes! Rewarded.
Lady luck.
Yep.
Sometimes has to have your back.
You got to play to your outs. That was one of my outs. I was like, I draw into it the next like turn or two, or he checks it out of security, and it just immediately outs it. So that's what I did, and it worked out. Because if I hadn't done that, it wouldn't have outed the body. It just would have gotten rid of the Poseidon, but he still would have had the body on the field. And after that, so he actually would have killed me in the time that it took me to out the Poseidon. But after he promoted the Poseidon, he never saw another rookie. So like he couldn't even on the raising forever. He was hard playing a champion to end his turn every time. So we take those. Yes, he unfortunately bricked on rookies, and after the Poseidon got outed, he lost. So round 3 played against Ben, who's the other undefeated at this point, which makes sense. I know he pulled Mastamon and a Shakuamon in his pre-release packs because he opened them in front of me, and I was like, man, I'm so sad. Right. Yeah.
Those are pretty good cards.
Yeah. I was like, damn it, I should have had those packs. Damn you, AJ. In game 1, I ran him down super quickly. He said he had the Mastamon in his hand and he got greedy and was trying to DNA into it on his next turn. But I forgot exactly what I did, but I did something to out both of his bodies. He had a 5 and like a 4 to pass turn, and I outed both of them in one turn, and he just lost from that point. Because he could have just hard evoed into the Masty, but he said he was greedy. Game 2, I started to fall behind, and at one point I was worried we were going to get too close to time, so I was like, all right, well, this will speed it up to where if he can out this cleanly, he will win quicker to where we can have enough time for game 3. I gave him 10 memory, and I hard played one of my megas to out his stuff. I think it was the Gallantmon, or it was either the Gallantmon or the Sakuyamon. And he outed I think it was the Sakuyamon, because he outed the Sakuyamon, choking me to 1 and bouncing it back to my hand, so I didn't even get its on deletion to like put itself in security. And I scooped from there, and then we had game 3, and that was also back and forth, but I ended up winning that, thankfully. His Mastamon never touched the field in all 3 of our games. Very thankful for that. And the beginning of game 3, he promoted his first stack, evoed into Craniumon, and it was only 11k, didn't have any DP buffs, and he swung at my security, and he checked in 11k and died.
Oh no!
Oh, unlucky.
That was very fortunate for me. We take those. I did tell him though that I actually did have the outs in my hand for it. I had the Zaxxon Machine Dramon, which would have de-evoed it and popped to level 5, but because that happened, I didn't have to waste those resources, which is really good for me.
You just get to keep that.
Yeah.
Keep all the resources.
But yeah, that was the kind of night I had. I'll take it. I came in first. Yep. I ended up winning.
Let's see the Valkyrie. I haven't seen the Valk yet.
This Valk, if it'll focus, there we go.
It's pretty.
I can't wait to get.
Yeah, you got to play those ones. You got to play those ones, Sean.
They're textured and everything.
I have alt arts.
No, you got to play this one.
That was beautiful.
I don't have to do shit.
Look at the sword. Look at the sword.
That's not. No.
I prefer that one.
Okay. Look at the sword.
No. I got one of those, and Ben came in second and got the other one. And then we both got extra pre-release packs, which didn't really pull anything. Like, I pulled one pre-release Shaq, which is already foil, so like I was happy I did, because I mean, if I put it in Angels, I want them to be pre-release stamps, but like that's the only thing of value, or that's the only thing I cared about that I pulled out of my pre-release packs. Neither one of us pulled Angelomon or Lady Devamon. I think
Were there any in the room, or?
I think in the entire pre-release, between those two cards, one pre-release Lady Dev was pulled, and Will pulled it, and Ben ended up trading him for it.
What about the Garu Gray? Any of those? I know that I heard there was one.
Yeah, there was one that I know of.
I pulled some number of those, I believe.
Okay. All right, I'll be looking to get rid of those for you and just put them in my deck.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about for the pre-release. I guess there's not. But yeah, accidentally cheat. Oh, I know. After my match with David was over, I was like, well, when you inevitably tell Todd that I cheated him, tell him I'm sorry. And Todd was a table over and he heard me say that. And he was like, what? And I was like,
what?
I was like, I accidentally cheated you with Justmon. And he was like, how? And I was like, it's not an on play. And he's like, it's my fault too because I picked it up and read it.
That is extremely painful when you also pick up the card and read it, and you're like, okay, and you also didn't catch it.
You're like,
it's like,
yep,
this is also
verified.
my fault.
That is legal that you can do that.
This is also my fault.
Yes.
Well, I feel like we all run into the problem when we're reading specifically these Digimon cards, where we will skip over those first few words where it says on play, when did you all
the keywords,
and then you just go straight to the actual text.
Yep.
I do that way too often.
Yeah, and so many Royal Knights now are also on plays. It's one of the few that we've gotten that's not an on play. I guess I thought it would be too good, but
I mean, we did go through why it's a little too good.
Yeah, but like, let him have it, dude.
To be fair, Purge doesn't exist as a 4 of, so
yeah, just let him have it, man. Purge keeps you from triggering your on plays anyway.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is also given cards on plays. Davis and Ken should have been on play, right, Sean?
It should have. It should have been an on play.
Sean?
Played Magnix DNA for a week, only lost to one card the whole week.
Vademon.
Stupid, dude. It almost makes me want to put Memory Boost back in the deck. I'm legit. I'm being serious. Like, I'm considering cutting the Davises for Memory Boost just so I don't lose to Vademon.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Just pop it and get as much memory to pop off.
It's so annoying.
Evade be so strong. Evade be giving fades, man.
Give Sean PTSD.
You're the only person I lost to all week, and it was because of that stupid card that you kept seeing. And apparently you don't see it versus other people.
They saw it against me, but it just doesn't really matter because I love playing.
Yeah, I kept bouncing Brand Samer back to saying, he's like, oh, that's fun. I was like, all right.
You know you don't have to do that, right, Chris?
No, I know. I just don't want him. I want to force him to have to.
I wouldn't put his tamers back in his hand. It lets him recycle the Melga.
I agree. No, but this was like early game, so like he had nothing in trash. He was just like using it to draw. Which, dude, I know, Sean, I know, but I'm telling you, he accumulates them, and he gets like 2 or 3 on the field, and he's like, I have infinite memory. I'm like, I want to force you to.
I get it. He's getting extra memory, to play these, but he kills you if he is able to play them again.
But I think at one point he was like, I can't do the combo.
I would rather him go to 10 memory and not kill me.
The final turn of the game, it did cost me the game, so I couldn't kill him because he choked me at 1 and bounced the Vademon. If he would have
bounced the Tamer,
he needed to do 2 things for me to win the game. He needed to kill the Gabu X and leave the Tamer alone. If he would have done both of those things, I could have scrambled a body out, returned Garu X to the top of deck, and I could have full comboed, leaving me at 0 memory with going into Sagittarius. And then I could have hard played the Blitz, cleared his board, and then swung for game. But because he left the Gabu X alone and bounced the Tamer, I didn't have the memory to do it.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't want him to have all this free memory. I agree though, Sean. Every time I did, I was like, I don't want to have to do this because it gives you an extra card. But I was like, if you just accumulate multiple of these on the board, you're just going to be able to have infinite memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm also helping him get to his combo.
Yeah. I feel like, I guess you just have to just see
play it
where
by ear, honestly.
Yeah. It's not just a I can bounce Tamer, so therefore I bounce Tamer situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have like 3 or 4 in my hand, so if he wouldn't have, I would have just sat there and just...
Let the record show. Alright, weekly reveals. We have Talmon from the starter deck. On play when digivolving. Until your opponent's turn ends, one of their Digimon can't activate when digivolving effects and gets minus 3000 DP. When attacking once per turn, you may use one whatever the hell or plug-in trait option card from your hand or under your Tamers without paying the cost. Inheritable end of attack once per turn by trashing your top security. Unsuspend one of your Digimon with Sakuyamon in its name.
Okay. Seems all right.
Yeah, and we have already read the Rika, which I guess is why the text doesn't actually show it.
Oh yeah, it's not there. I forgot what she did, but I don't care.
I mean, we read it a good long while ago.
She's the one that like tucks a plug-in underneath her or something like that, and you like gain a memory or something.
Oh, sounds stupid.
Yeah, something like that.
Amethyst Mandala. When effects trash this card from the security stack, activate this card's security effect. Security all turns. I'm assuming this is face-up security. When any of your Digimon with Renamon, Cubimon, Talmon, or Sukuimon in their names would leave the battle area other than by battle, by trashing this card, one of those Digimon don't leave. Main, draw one, then place this card face up as your bottom security card. Security effect when it's checked out of security. For the turn, give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 9000 DP.
Seems okay.
Okay. I was about to say the Talmon was premium neg DP, so I was worried this one was also going to be premium 9k.
I mean, I feel like it should be, but...
Yeah, the Tau plus the option would have been... I mean, to be fair, you have to check it out of security.
Yeah, it's not... You can't just play it.
Yeah. This seems like it's going in an okay direction. I mean, we'll see what the rest of the cards do. It
seems a bit odd.
Yeah.
And the option card does have the trait of whatever the hell that is, the Omayo Jutsu.
Ah, it does, yes.
Onmyo, yeah.
Okay.
So it does work with the Talmon.
Okay, so you attack, play it for free, and then recover it.
Yeah.
I think... No, I don't think you play it for free. I think you tuck it under Rika.
Well, you can play it for free.
Or under your Tamer. Okay, yeah. You play it from your hand or from under your Tamer without paying cost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Advanced deck is advancing.
I just don't know how I feel about playing more option cards when you're already having to play plug-in cards and like trainings and stuff like that. Like,
I mean,
now you're being asked to play another option card.
Problem.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're probably not going to play. I mean, unless we get some really, really busted ones, or I'm not seeing something. They're probably just going to keep playing the generic yellow options like scrambles, trainings.
I would imagine them playing like at least some number of that card because it's protection, and it's like, I mean, maybe not.
I do like that they made that Talmon hyper specific to where you cannot play generic yellow options with it. I think they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
They're trying to avoid that now.
But with that being said, like, do you even play that Talmon at that point, or do you just stick with the Talmons that are generic?
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see the rest of the advanced deck, obviously, before we make like a conclusion. But they're definitely going in like a different direction than what it was.
So I'm just waiting for the 4th advanced deck to be announced, and it's going to be Gallantmon. Just finish the set. Because every advanced deck so far has been
Beals, Bunnies,
the 03 kid.
Yeah, I guess it would have to be at that point. You'd assume.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Wouldn't this be like Gallant's like 3rd starter deck though, or 2nd?
Second.
Okay.
We had the one Gallant starter deck that came with the Mem boosts and the Warp Gyo.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's not too bad then.
I don't know. What would you guys like to see as an advanced deck? I feel like we've talked about this before.
Shine.
Nowadays, of course.
Sean. I think Sean's got a point though. If you think about it, like Marcus.
All right, you know what? I'll let you have it. You can have that, but the BT12 Marcus gets hit to 1.
No.
Marcus. No.
Are you scared of the deck, Brandon?
Marcus, Thomas, and the girl, I think, even Ravemon, I think they could all get some kind of advanced deck, especially Mirage, because Mirage has been, like, dead in the water since they hit it. So like giving them a new level.
so.
No, I agree,
so
but I'm saying like
tired of it.
yeah, well, I'm saying they could give it a new level 6 and be like, okay, you guys can go back to playing the deck. It won't be as strong, but like at least the deck will get played.
If it won't be as strong, then they won't go back to playing it.
Get played. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll be like good. It just won't be like a floodgate tool that
Then
every other
it
deck plays it in.
Probably won't see play.
Yeah.
We don't know. But what if it's stronger?
Then that's a bad idea.
I wouldn't mind like an Adventure 02 advanced deck, where it's like the Adventure 02 kids, but it works with Adventure, so it kind of adds to that archetype. I think that'd be pretty cool. You get like Vmon, Flamedramon, Flamedramon, Lagdramon, stuff like that.
Yeah.
With Davis and
Ken.
as dual tamers. But you mix
What would be the
not Davis and Ken, it would be like Davis and Cody.
what would be the 2 level 6s? Just Imperial Dramon?
Yeah, probably. Fighter
It'd
mode.
be,
and
yeah, it'd be
dragon mode.
fighter mode and dragon mode.
Yeah, because the other kids didn't get level 6s.
Nah, did they even get level 5s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shaq and Sylphie.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot the
They're all
DNA
DNAs
5s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then you get a promo, just like we did with War Greymon, but the promo's Black War. And he has the adventure trait, and he could be used in the deck. And then we'd have a playable Black
that's our medieval Black War.
That's what I was thinking. That's medieval Black
Adventure
War.
Medieval Black War. See, I'm talking him into it.
Yeah,
I throw little Vmons in and a Black War, and I got Sean in. It's too easy.
they screwed up by making that boo boo one from EX10 or whatever the hell set that is.
Adventure,
that card actually came in
Storyline.
handy against that card actually came in handy against Brandon, believe it or not.
It is an okay card. It's just extremely underwhelming for how far we are into the game and how bad Black War as a deck is right now.
Brandon was
Black
like,
War Ace.
yeah, Brandon's like Omni swing, and I was just like, Black War, and he's like, okay, whatever, and I was like, block? No, I already had it on the field. He goes he goes DNA into Omni, bottom deck it or delete it, and I went, no.
Yeah.
And he goes, what do you mean?
No.
I was like, he's immune. He goes, okay, swing. And I go, block? And he goes, okay, so overflow 4. And I go, overflow 0 because you're also losing yours. He's like, you're 12k. I'm like, I'm 15, my guy. And he goes, I'm 15.
If I would have just not been stupid, I should have just evoed into a Melga, swung with the Melga, de-evoed it, and then gone into the Alteress, but...
If you would have taken a moment to read Chris's cards.
Yeah, reading the card explains the card. Yeah, crazy.
Yes. Alright, comment questions. Impact Entertainment, thank you for being a channel member. Sup nerds, hope all is well. Funny hearing those baby names. Dragonzord had me dying, Brandon. Funny enough, wanted to call one of my sons Venom, but me and my wife had agreed in the beginning of our relationship that the names have to sound both nice both in English and Spanish, and Venom doesn't sound good in Spanish, lol. Funny story, one of my buddies actually named his son Atreus, based on a God of War character, and another buddy named his
Atreus.
son... Atreus, okay. His son Peter, because of Spider-Man. But yes, Chris, watching them grow up is awesome, and just seeing them get into the stuff that you were into as a kid. Like my oldest is into collecting Pokemon cards, the second oldest is getting into Digimon plushes, and my youngest son is into Spider-Man and T-Rexes. Also, seeing them go through a mini heart attack watching the first Pokemon movie or Lion King movie brings you back to those times, lol.
Yes. You traumatizing them with the first Pokemon movie, and then they're never gonna understand Mewtwo's line until like they're way older. They're like, yo, Mewtwo was spitting facts.
My question to you guys is, what's your Avengers Doomsday theory on the plot of the movie?
Can I go first real quick?
They brought back Robert Downey Jr. to save the franchise because it's drowning.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't been into the Marvel movies since like Spider-Man. Like I just kind of dip in for Spider-Man. The last one. So
the one after Endgame.
Yeah, the multiverse one. Like Thunderbolts was really good. I really appreciated that movie. I liked the story and the plot.
I still
liked
haven't
the characters.
seen it.
It's pretty good. Century out there, American people.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. That was my favorite Marvel movie that's come out since Spider-Man. But other than that, like, I just don't care. I'm really, really into the DC verse right now because I've always been a huge DC fan. Like,
Same.
I collect the figures, all this stuff. Robert Bat is the best Batman. But
Disagree, but
so that's
okay.
where I'm leaning. Like, I just finished Peacemaker season 2, and dude, they've got their hooks in.
DC does feel a lot more fresh right now. That's just because
it's a fresh vision.
yeah, it just feels new.
I always preferred DC
Gunn is
over
doing
Marvel. Before they started making like movies.
I think the problem with the Marvel movies that they've been doing after Endgame, and this has been pretty obvious, is it doesn't seem like they have a direction they're going, and I can't blame them necessarily for that because of what happened with Kang. But even with Kang is more or less entertaining than Thanos is as a character. Like, don't get me wrong, you can do cool things with Kang, but like Kang versus Thanos, like, there's no question.
Yeah.
You know, and then they acquired X-Men and I think Fantastic Four after Endgame. So then they probably wanted to change directions again, and that didn't help. But yeah, it just doesn't seem like they've had a direction to go. So, like, it's pretty obvious. I don't know, Sean, have you seen Fantastic Four?
Nope.
Okay, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's kind of hard to say what our theory of. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the new Fantastic Four movie.
You can
There's
spoil it, and it's not a big deal.
Well, in the trailer, they kind of, if you've seen the trailer, you've already seen it, but Sue gives birth to, what's his name? Yeah, I can't remember the name, but he's like the strongest like mutant of all time. He's like a reality bender. Like, whatever he wants to happen happens. Like, even as an infant, he brought Sue back to life. Like, she died, but like he was like, no, as an infant, like, I'm talking a couple minutes old. No, was he like a month or two old at that point? Maybe
he's at least a baby.
Yeah,
he's not a
he was.
raisin.
Yeah, he was at least a baby. Brought back his
baby as soon as you come out.
No, you're a raisin. You're a human raisin.
I mean, you look like an alien, but I think you are a baby.
So, anyways, some
like,
shenanigans happen.
All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares.
Exactly. Yeah, he's super strong. And at the end of the Fantastic Four movie, Doom kidnapped the baby. I keep wanting to call him Reed, but I know he's not Reed. That's Mr. Fantastic.
His last name is it's Richards. Is it Ben?
Yeah, it's Richards.
Ben Richards?
No, it's not. No, because Ben is the Thing's name.
The Thing.
Anyways, Brandon, just look it up on your phone real quick. Doctor Doom shows up. We don't actually see Doctor Doom. We just see his like arm.
His back.
Yeah, his back. He takes the baby with him. So obviously he's gonna do something with the baby. And of course, you know, in Doomsday we're gonna get the obvious scene where Spider-Man's gonna go, "Is that you, Mr. Stark?" And he's gonna get all upset. What?
Sean was technically correct. His middle name is Benjamin, so it is Ben.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. One of his names has been
Franklin. Yeah, I knew it was one of those generic white dude, like old time white dude names.
So obviously Doom's gonna do something with Franklin, probably mess up all the universes or whatever. At the end of Thunderbolts, we saw the Fantastic Four showing up in our MCU. We did not see that happen in the Fantastic Four movie, which was weird, but okay.
Weird. Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's because maybe that Doctor Doom came to our MCU, and that's why they followed him there. That's just my guess. But I don't know. It just. I was really disappointed they used Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. There were so many.
It just feels like they did it purely for name and shock.
Yes, there's so many good actors out there that you could have used. Yeah, you could have used as Dr. Doom. Like, you've acquired X-Men now. You're not going to consider First Class or any of those movies. You could have used Fassbender as Dr. Doom. That would have been awesome. He would have been a great Dr. Doom. They're like, no, here's Robert Downey Jr. Because Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom is not going to be the Dr. Doom for the MCU for the next 10 to 20 years. Because Dr. Doom's a big character. I don't want him just to be a one and done. And I also don't want him to be Dr. Doom for the ongoing part. of the MCU.
They've introduced multiverses, so obviously they can
Yeah.
just be like, oh, well, this was this universe's Doctor Doom. This universe's Doctor Doom is a different actor. We're not going to do that with Kang.
Right.
But we'll do it with Doctor Doom.
I also just don't like any of the new, a lot of the new cast they've brought in to be the new Avengers characters. Like, I like all the Thunderbolts. They're all great characters. I like U.S. Agent, Yelena, all of them, Sentry. They're all great. And I hate that they're probably going to nerf Sentry because, Sean, I don't know if you know this, but Sentry is basically the MCU Superman.
Yeah, I know.
Some say he's stronger than Superman.
Well, he doesn't have a kryptonite weakness. He just has a meth head or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's bipolar. But yeah, no, so and then the Young Avengers, none of them are interesting. Actually, some of them are just really bad characters. Like Riri Williams, her show is awful. I'm never gonna watch that. She's just a terrible character in general.
Who is that? Ironheart? Is that Ironheart?
Yeah, Ironheart. Yeah, I'm just not too excited about it. Like, I'll go see Doomsday, but I'm not like excited for it.
I feel the same way. Well, I don't actually feel the exact same way about the casting as I did. For an example, is when they cast Ben Affleck as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna reserve all judgment until I see it because I have no idea what to expect. And Batfleck is my favorite Batman by far.
He is an awesome Batman, just like Henry Cavill is an awesome Superman, stuck in mid to mediocre movies.
Yeah.
Like the casting of the old DCU is 10 out of 10.
Him being in that little scene of him in the Flash too is really it's like one of the best parts of the Flash movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the suit in that movie. I think they were trying to go for like the blue and gray, but just if they would have gone with that color scheme, but for Batfleck's suit, 10 out of 10. I hate how they changed the suit to this weird plate look, and it just doesn't look good. But yeah, Batfleck is a pretty dang good Batman.
Agreed. I have a couple of issues. I'm going to go into it with an open mind, but my issues are, one, it reeks of desperation because they're trying to revive the MCU, and two, so Doom is like my favorite fictional character, like as far as like comic wise. Like
they don't have his helmet. They have it. They're selling it.
I see every time we go into GameStop, I look at it and I'm like,
next time, baby, and then next time never comes.
Yeah, when we went in there, like I think it was yesterday, and I looked at it again and I was like, damn, dude, I'm just
because there's even rumors they're gonna bring Chris Evans back for Captain America.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Like you can't blame Mackie for that movie flopping. You gave away the whole movie in the trailer. If you don't show Red Hulk, because it's a double-edged sword. If you don't show Red Hulk in that movie, people are like, oh, I don't want to go see this. This looks boring. But then you show Red Hulk, and it spoils the Red Hulk transformation at the end of the movie. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It's literally the twist of the movie.
You can't see them because they're out of frame. They're on a shelf above this shelf behind me. But I have most of the Doctor Doom pops, including like the OG Chase one, which is like at least
I remember you telling us about that. Like 80 episodes ago.
Yeah.
He's got such a cool design.
And a big issue I have with Downey being cast is the fact that he is nowhere near the right stature.
Yes. Not imposing at all.
Yeah, he's not imposing at all. Like, they're going to have him wearing stilts or something.
You just know exactly what his design is going to be. It's just going to be an Iron Man suit that's silver with a green cape on. And I'm like, that's stupid. I hate that idea. Those old Fantastic Four movies aren't very good, especially that remake one. That one's awful. I hated Doctor Doom's design in that. Trash. Absolute trash. But at least the old one, his design looks good. You're like, okay, that's a good design. Not a good movie, but his design is really cool.
I was going to say, I wish they had just hired Julian McMahon to do it. Because I liked his Doctor Doom. Unfortunately, he passed away in July of this year, but I would have preferred him because he's like the appropriate height. Like, he's like 6'3", and he could be imposing. If
He's
he wanted
supposed to be a big guy. He's like a dictator. He's like an imposing dude.
Yeah.
Also, while being smart, like he's a very smart guy, but he's also imposing.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until you said it, but they're 100% going to make it look like the silver Iron Man suit with just the cloak.
Just a green cloak, yeah, 100%.
There's universes where that like Tony Stark is Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Like it's not Victor Von Doom, it's Tony Stark, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I really hope they don't do that because that'd be really annoying.
I think they are.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I can already picture his whole backstory. He's gonna be the Tony that didn't go into the wormhole. They lost that fight, and he's like, if we would have just put a suit around the world, we wouldn't have had this happen. And then instead of creating Ultron, he becomes Doctor Doom, and his suit's gonna be vibranium because he uses that instead of Ultron. That's I can picture all of this happening already, and he defeats all the Avengers, and he just takes over the world.
That seems highly plausible, and I hate that it does sound like it could be because I really don't want that to be the case. I'm going to do my best to go in there with an open mind.
I say all that, and you're like, oh my god, that makes too much sense. He didn't go in the wormhole. They lose the fight. He blames the Avengers for not listening to him. He finds the vibranium, makes his Iron Man suit, defeats the Avengers. All that.
The Avengers are dead. He's probably the only survivor.
He's probably one of the only ones.
So I don't think he had to take anybody out. He probably just immediately assumed control.
Thanos shows up, he defeats Thanos, or that's why he's going to get Franklin, is to defeat Thanos. And guess what? I bet you they give him the Infinity Gauntlet.
I will be very upset if they butcher Doom. Like, I can forgive Fan Four Stick for doing it because that movie was a bag of turds to begin with. So, like, once they got to Doom, I was like, this movie's a joke anyway. I don't even care because, like, there's nothing redeemable about it.
You didn't like the iconic line. Say that again.
Say that again. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credits.
Yeah, that Doom was atrocious, but the whole movie was atrocious. So like,
I will say, Sean, give Fantastic Four a watch. I think they did Galactus very well. The actor they got to portray him, perfect for Galactus. They actually did Galactus good in this movie. There are some questionable things like why didn't he just do this? And you're like, okay, whatever. It's the movie kind of a little bit falls apart at the end where it's like, this is kind of hokey, but it's still, they did Galactus really cool. I liked the setting of the Fantastic Four movie where it's like retro but in the future. Mm-hmm. And all the Fantastic Four characters are really, I like them all. Again, Pedro being Richard Reed, but like it's whatever. He's like in everything now.
I feel like I haven't seen the movie yet, but I feel like that casting was kind of odd as well.
He's honestly
He does a really good job.
Does he?
Him and the Human Torch are like the best two characters.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Chris Evans' Human Torch, dude. He was amazing.
Well, what I
just watched Deadpool.
What I love about
you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna say the thing. Flame on. What?
What?
Yeah. I
think I
Chris Evans was the best part of those first two Fantastic Four movies.
100%. Yep.
I think when we were in the theaters, I leaned over to whoever was next to me. It was either you or Josh.
It was me.
I leaned over and I said, "Flame on," because I just immediately clocked it. I was like, "That's Human Torch. That's not Captain America."
Yeah.
But no, like the new Human Torch, I love how he is as a character in this movie, where it's not just he's a ladies' man. Like, there's a reason he's an astronaut. Like, he's one of the smartest people in the room. He's just surrounded by other really smart people, and they actually give his.
So they make him seem dumb just because they're so smart.
Yeah, but in this movie, like, he actually keeps up, and he actually is driving the plot as well. It's really good.
I would say the one character that kind of suffers a little bit is the Thing, because he just doesn't get a whole lot.
He always suffers,
to do.
Dude.
Yeah, he's always suffering. Like they try and do a little bit with him, but it's just like it feels like it's like forced. Like you could have cut all his scenes that were like.
It's always the same generic story for the Thing. Where obviously this isn't much of a spoiler, because if you've seen one Fantastic Four movie, you've seen all of it when it comes to the Thing, and that is.
How could someone love some rocks?
I'm ugly now.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get any more puss looking like this.
Yeah, so therefore make him have a love story. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It barely gets any screen time.
It's so weird in the first Fantastic Four movie that his wife is immediately like, "We're done.
All right, get out.
We're done." I'm like, "Damn, dude,
now.
God,
you rocks now. You could be something else."
I was like, "She never loved you, bro." Like literally never.
Nah, but I think my biggest issue with this newest Fantastic Four is there's a couple scenes where I was just completely pulled out of the movie. Like, obviously, Chris, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the scene where Sue goes...
I remember you literally leaned over to me and they said, "Silver Surfer's a woman? No thanks."
No thanks. No, but when Sue goes out and addresses the crowd, that's one of the worst scenes in the movie for me. Because, like, okay, I guess I'll suspend my disbelief forever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's how that works, I guess.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so you don't like it, Sean, because desperation and he's not the right stature.
Yeah, it's like, it's similar to probably how people felt about Tom Cruise getting cast as Jack Reacher. It's like, bro, that's not...
You know what? That's a great comparison, because now you watch the new Reacher show,
and you're like, that is Reacher.
That's Reacher. You look at Tom Cruise, you're like, who?
You're like, what the hell are we doing here, bro? How are you intimidating? You were 5'6".
Yeah, like I'm all for like, okay, cast the best person available. Like I will always say like, whoever you think is the best person to play that role, do it. Like if they're the best for that role. But in Jack Reacher, when it's very much stated that he is a hulking dude, he is a big dude. That's like supposed to be his character.
Alan Richardson is actually shorter than Reacher's supposed to be. And even he's 6'3".
Yeah,
he's 6'3". Yeah, he's still wide. He is as imposing as he needs to be, but he's actually smaller than Reacher is.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's what. And then you cast Tom Cruise, you're like, dude, that's not even close.
Yeah, that's not the same character.
Yeah, you've made him into what's his name from Tom Clancy. He might as well be playing
Jack Ryan.
Oh, it's this guy from
Jack Ryan. Yeah.
In order for Tom Cruise to be imposing, he would have to just wear a shirt that says "I have a gun." Like just.
I was gonna say, because he already wears those shoe filler things that try and make him look taller.
Yeah,
that's like a confirmed thing.
I mean, I'd probably do that too if I were short. Not gonna
also,
lie.
I don't know if people know this, but he does not eat popcorn. That's not how he seriously eats popcorn. I don't know if you've ever seen the clip.
Tom Cruise or
yes,
Jack Reacher?
Tom Cruise. The way he eats popcorn is that's not. He's not a real person.
Is it one at a time or something?
Dude, I'm talking. He's like, no. He like tosses it into his mouth. Dude, you guys got to see the clip. Yeah. And then he went on to Pat's show to promote Mission Impossible. And one of the questions they asked him was like, "That's not how you eat popcorn." He's like, "I love popcorn. That's how I eat every piece, one at a time, like that, thrown into my mouth, perfect aim every time."
It's like I gotta get that hand-eye coordination up.
No, you're not. No, you're not, dude.
So, one of the reasons I haven't bought the Doom helmet yet from GameStop, despite looking at it the past couple of times I've gone into GameStop,
it's expensive.
Well, I actually thought it was more than that because it was next to other helmets that I could actually see the price tag for, and those helmets were like $200, and I was like, if I could guarantee that it fit my big dome, I would have already purchased it. But I just looked online, it's only $95.
It's not bad.
I just like to imagine that when the cameras are off, sometimes Sean just puts on his helmets and just...
So I can't actually clasp that White Ranger helmet. My head is too large. Yeah. And I got that helmet from GameStop, so that's what has me hesitant to buy the Doom helmet. If they could be like, "Hey, it's definitely going to fit your big ass head," I would have bought it already.
Just ask me like, "Listen, pull that out for me real quick. I got to see something."
If it fits my head, I will buy it.
I'm walking out with it.
Yeah, it would have already been behind me if I could guarantee that it fit my head. I'm gonna look online to see if I can get some measurements or something.
Some dims.
Yeah, because if I can fit my head into it, I'm gonna buy it. Because I would love to be Dr. Doom for like Halloween or something one year.
He's a pretty easy costume to do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's been my favorite comic book character forever.
Yeah. He's a good character. Yeah, he's a good character. All right, that was a lot of time spent on the first comment question. Thanks, guy. Thanks.
Thanks.
This is a Digimon podcast. I'm Marvel.
But thanks to him, I now know that the Doom helmet is way cheaper than I thought it was because it's under $100.
To be fair,
Boom, there you go.
We've spent more time talking about food sometimes. So, I mean,
Hey, you know what? And great, now we got a new baby name, Doom. First name Doctor, middle name Doom.
First name Victor, middle name Doom.
Middle name Vaughn.
Well, your last name's not Doom, so.
He can have two middle names. Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. Boom, there you go.
Just put the little, the dash, so it's technically one word.
Yeah. You know what would suck is, after I say this, we'll move on. If I wanted to spell Victor, like if I wanted to do Victor as a boy name, Emily would not let me put a K in it.
Why?
Why?
Because it's not normal. She'd want it to be a normal spelling. God. And I'm like, that's part of the fun. And also, it's normal.
Yeah, but like, if you want to call him Vic, V-I-K is so much more cool than V-I-C.
Actually, maybe that's not true because I just found out that her cousin, whose name is Victor, is spelled with a K. So maybe she'd be okay with it.
Boom, there you go.
But then again, it's also her cousin's name, so maybe she wouldn't want it to be her cousin's name. I'm gonna store that in memory banks. I'm gonna run that one by her, see how she feels.
Write that down.
All right. Benjamin Wiseman 6567. Crescent Leaf is the best of the CS option cards. Chris is just wrong on that one. Green has plenty of ways to suspend Digimon.
Yes, stupid.
God, yeah, you're right.
Absolutely dunked on.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong.
He's so stupid. After having all 4 of them in my deck last night, I can tell you the worst one is yellow.
Yeah. Dang. Isn't that the one you liked?
I forgot it doesn't.
Machine?
I forgot it doesn't DP minus.
Oh,
it just minus the security attack and turns off the when digivolving and attacking effects. It's 0 removal ever.
Yeah. At least that one, I mean...
They're all situational.
Yes, yeah.
I forgot that this is what I was going to tell you guys about the pre-release. After playing basically that CS option deck for pre-release, I kind of might want to build it.
Oh, okay.
Also, I forgot I pulled the Justimon one of, and that card is nasty, especially if your opponents are also playing the delay options, because you get to trash their option to blow up their Digimon.
That's funny.
So
I did that more than once. I forgot I did that. You're telling me
you had success in a pre-release with some of these cards. You're like, you know what? These cards are good now.
I wouldn't say they're good. I would say the strategy seems fun to me, and I'm tempted to build it.
It's making the gears turn.
Yeah, where I'm like, could this actually
deck in your head?
Yes, this has happened before at pre-releases where I've like, after playing with some of the cards, I'm like, I might want to build this. I can't remember what off the top of my head, but I know I've done it before.
People were calling that deck a trap deck because you just establish these option cards and they're just like traps.
I mean, that they're not though, because traps are face down and you don't know what they are. These are face up.
So is your security.
Well, I don't think they meant it in a Yu-Gi-Oh term. They was like, hey, you have to play. You know, you're gonna have to play into these.
I think it's like a trap implies some form of trickery or deception, whereas this is all directly in front of your face. And you're a moron.
Just don't read these. Just don't read these option cards. You don't know what they do.
I think trap is the wrong word to use, regardless. Yeah, dude, imagine. We'll get him eventually, dude. Don't show this card to your opponent and put it face down.
Diaboromon. After the pre-release, you were like, "Oh, these cards are actually really good," and you built Diaboromon like almost immediately after.
True. That's one. I know I've done it before in the past as well, where it was like an archetype where I was like, I'm for sure not ever building this, and I was forced to play in the pre-release, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool.
I think maybe Ghost. I don't remember if you pulled any Ghost stuff in that pre-release when it came out, but
I don't remember either. You could be right.
I know Dia was definitely one of them.
Yeah, you are right about Dia, because I read the cards and I was just like, this seems like it's good.
And it is.
It is. The rest of the deck just still kind of sucks a little bit. He also said, I was waiting to see who remembered Soulmon, which is essentially Bakemon with a hat. I'm not sure how I feel about this set on the whole. I don't have interest in the CS or Atmon decks, and I don't want to play Mastermon or Belfiamon. There aren't a lot of cards to support older archetypes, just cards you can tech in to be cute like Craniumon. The card I'm most excited about is the new Angemon for my Angels deck. I'm replacing Gatomon entirely.
Good card.
Yeah, he is right though.
I mean,
like, if you're not playing one of those 4 decks, the set is not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
it's a lot of
Angels-
CS support.
Yeah, with Angels,
Nearly
you
the
can play Mostamon.
Yeah, you can play the Mastian Angels, which I will be playing Mastian in my Angels deck. I don't know about cutting Gatomon there, but, you know, to each his own.
Yeah, because I feel like for your list, you're probably still playing 4 Gato, but you're playing 4 of the new Angemon.
Correct.
Yeah. When Digivolving, draw an extra card, plus Barrier Inheritable. Barrier on the field.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
real good. Wish it was shiny.
God, we could only hope. That would
Yeah.
be so nice.
Sarge Bling. I personally think the card is really strong for native Jess builds, but I agree it bothers me that I can't open with it. I need a board set up before I can use it. However, since they haven't given Jess a dedicated egg and the low end doesn't have the same traits as the top end, I'm not sure how else to make it more generic than the Huckmon and name. Hopefully that's a 10% of the time frustration and 90% of the time it feels great. I think they could have solved the issue by just making it red. I think that is the problem.
I'm telling you, after reading the card, you're right. You can't just hatch and then activate it, which is fair. But hopefully, most of the time, you're not having to, just hatch and then, be like, I can't play.
The issue is
Like,
there's going to be some percentage of the games where you just don't open a rookie, and that's going to be the only card in your hand.
The card is very
thing where you brick on a mulligan hand kind of situation.
Yeah. It would have to be
Which will happen.
Which will happen. I still think it's a pretty good card. It's not like a 4 of in the deck. It's probably like a 2 to 3 of in the deck because it is very strong when going into your combo, especially with I can't remember which Huckmon it is. I think it's 13. That like you play a Sistermon, you can like Digivolve into Savior for like 2 reduced cost.
It's the 13 line that does that. All of them do it.
Yeah. It really turbos you into Jessmon for extremely cheap, sometimes just free. So it's a pretty good card.
They could.
But you're right. You
just make it red.
Yeah, just make it red. Yeah.
What the hell?
But they can't do that because the sisters are white, Sean.
Oh my god, dude! What are we doing, Bandai?
Look,
what are we doing, John Bandai?
Of our power.
Adaptive reasoning. Our pre-release was pushed back on the app with no warning too, but our organizers said, "We're here. We have the stuff. We're doing it anyway." And the app let them run the tournament
Why?
at the wrong date.
Should have just done it then too. I don't understand why we didn't do it that week.
So, I forgot to also mention this. Did you guys read the notification we got in the app yesterday? Probably not.
No.
I saw it, I just cleared it because I knew I wasn't going.
So,
the Bandai app?
Yeah. Apparently, the pre-release for BT23 got moved in the app for everyone. Like, it wasn't, like, our store didn't sign up for the wrong date. It just got rescheduled automatically.
Okay, that makes
they
sense.
They sent out a notification yesterday, great time, and said, hey, this is an issue. If you guys have your stuff, you are able to run it, like, when you have your stuff. Telling us a week after the fact when the set's legal on that day.
Yes.
Perfect timing,
Yep.
Bandai. Great job on the communication.
Good job, Bandai.
Yeah.
John Bandai.
But that's why we thought it was last week, and it ended up being this week is because it literally just got moved in the app.
Okay. That's fair.
Stupid. GoBoyTM, thank you for being a channel member. The support makes me hype for Royal Knights, but I feel like even with it all, the faster decks are going to eat it up. I always think of that Agumon versus Royal Knights video you posted. Yes. They lose to fast decks that are just super aggro.
Yeah.
They're not quite fast enough to keep up.
Which, to be fair, that's going to be a lot of the decks in this format. I think Royal Knights might have a significant drop-off with CSOTK, CSOTK, CSOTK. Do I need to keep going?
All these decks that just swing at you with level 4s and 5s.
Well, I mean, technically, Maste, the CSOTK, is the level 6.
Sorry, you swing with 6s.
And then the Omni CSOTK is a level 7.
You got me, dude.
Got
I
him.
put Ben on that deck, and he's been messaging me about it. He may have already known about the deck beforehand, but like I explained it to him on Tuesday or last Tuesday or whenever I explained it to him. Yeah, and I explained it to him, and he looked interested, and then he sent me a list. He's like, "This is what I've been playing," and then he's like, "It just does that one thing. If you're not doing that one thing, this deck is bad." And I'm like, yeah, the whole point of that deck is to do its one thing.
That is all of the CS.
That is most decks. That is most decks. Like, I do my one thing.
Hoodie loop, you're looping the hoodie. That's your one thing. If you don't do that, you're probably not winning. CS Omni loop is doing the one thing, and if you're not killing people with Alter S, you're not playing the game. And then Maste loop, if you don't go into Maste followed by promo Maste, you're not winning the game. The best you're doing is you're putting out a really good boss monster that tells your opponent, hey, touch my security, and you're getting chaos degged.
Yeah, Ben is really excited to play a Mastamon deck that isn't just cope.
Yeah, no, that deck is very strong. And the problem is promo Maste is unsearchable.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to see it.
Because all of the cards search CS.
Oh, okay.
And obviously promo isn't a CS. That's the exact same issue with the CS Omni OTK, because you're playing Alter S, not actual CS Omni, and he is unsearchable.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he is searchable because you play the Gabumon, and the Gabumon can search it, but that's like the only card in your deck that can search it.
You guys see promo masters are like 40 plus again?
True.
Yes.
I wonder if Alter S is going.
I was like, I might just be able to give Sean Mastamon for the 2 Jesmon because of how much Jesmon went up. Then I searched Mastamon, I was like, this card was $17 like 3 days ago.
Yeah, she went up too.
I'd probably still just let you have it to complete your set. At least use it while you have it.
I mean, I might have more
Alter
stuff
S is
that
still sitting at $30.
Mm-hmm.
Justin So 8231 in Magic the Gathering crossover with TMNT, they race swapped April O'Neil and turned her from a 9-to-5 news reporter to a criminal hacker. Time to boycott Magic harder than Bud Light and Cracker Barrel.
Boycott it all. Do it.
What race is she in the?
Well, in most iterations, she's a white girl with red hair.
I know that. What race is she in the crossover? Because he didn't specify.
I'm going to assume
African American.
African American.
You can just say black, dude.
What
do you call a black person from England? Do you also call them African American?
I call them African England.
No, you don't.
African England, yeah, duh.
No, what? I will say I've been talking to my buddy who plays Magic, and he's about done with this because I keep calling it Fortnite the Gathering, because that's basically what Magic has become, and I know there's a huge discrepancy behind with the Magic fans. They're not cool with this. They have cards like Hot Dog Cart, Bagel with Schmear, and they're like, what is this? Why are these cards in our game? This is supposed to be a fantasy game.
Yeah, I'm sure the old heads are getting real mad about it.
Yeah, they're shilling out for every IP.
Yeah, it's all a cash grab, dude. Hasbro doesn't care.
No, not at all.
Give us money.
All I'm saying is you might get me into the game if Hasbro finally goes, hey, we own the IP now. Power Rangers.
They're coming.
Rangers Magic the Gathering.
Oh, they do own Power Rangers. Hey, I would actually buy some of those cards. That'd be the one IP that I'd be like, all right, I'll buy some singles.
Because I'm telling you right
Power
now,
Rangers are coming, guaranteed.
Right now, in February, I'm buying some Union Arena because it's Kagurabachi. I'm really hyped to get some Kagurabachi.
You're saying words I don't understand.
It's a show.
It's a manga.
Well, it's not even a show yet. It's just a manga. Now, am I pissed that the mangaka had to put out some unfinished chapters because he was making the art for the Union Arena cards, and he had a fan expose? It was a whole thing. Japan needs to start treating their mangakas better. It's a sweatshop down there, and it's crazy. It's been like that since before the 90s.
I think the sweatshops are in China.
I'll tell that to the anime community and the manga community. Oh my God, who is it? MAPPA or Studio Bone?
No, it's MAPPA. They still haven't left the studios. That's why JJK season 3 is coming out so soon.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're not allowed to see their families.
Dude, it's crazy.
Sean, they were releasing episodes minutes before the deadline, just finishing it.
Crazy.
Sounds like they struggle with the executive function.
No, it's because MAPPA was a new animation studio. They went and bought up a bunch of IPs and were like, we want to make it big, so we're going to do this. And then they never let their people leave to go see their family. Like, they're on super hard crunch time all the time. They basically never leave the studios. Yeah, it's real bad.
Just get good.
Real bad.
Yeah, just get good.
Chemical Chocobo. I can't wait for Erica and Ryuji to join the King of Iron Fist tournament. Did they punch
That is
Digimon?
reference I do not get.
I think they punched Digimon.
I'm guessing they punched Digimon.
I don't remember. Well, I mean, technically, God, this is a spoiler for the game, but the card game spoils it. Erica is Hudimon. So I guess technically speaking, she
Wow,
does punch
dude.
Digimon.
Spoilers. Is it Huddy or is it Hoodie?
I think you're supposed to say hoodie, but because it's said with a Japanese accents, it's probably hoodie, like with a U sound, hoodie.
Got it.
Because they all wear like jackets, like that is the thing.
Hoodies?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they have the hood, but they're like
That would be a hoodie.
full-blown trench coats. Actually, is Chaitos's trench coat? I think his might just be an actual jacket.
I don't know. Grim the Nightmare 6536. Thank you for being a channel member. Good lord, this set is nice. It's got everything I ever wanted. Glad one of our secrets was an Atmon. Hoodie Loop / Pure Hoodie is also going to drain my bank account for alts, but I got a lucky break in release event and pulled the 2-star Hoodiemon, plus traded extra cards for an SP Erica. The podcast has always been a bright spot through the work week for me. Looking forward to more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats on the 2-star in the pre-release.
Yeah, that was our big thing for this set, was like at least the secrets were like really good cards.
Hanging, dude. Okay, so looking into it, I think only the pro tag wears a full-blown trench coat. I think everybody else is just a standard jacket. Also, like, Chaitos doesn't even have a hoodie.
You keep saying jacket. Do you mean hoodie?
No, because Chaitos does not have a hood. It's just a jacket.
Do the rest of them have hoods?
Ryuji's doesn't look like it has a jacket. Or like a hoodie, I mean. And Erica's is always tied around, but it does... Yeah, it does have a hoodie. So there's 2 hoodies and 2 jackets.
It's almost like you just Google, why are they called hoodie?
Because they're
Also,
hoods.
I can't really tell with the Ryuji's because he's like holding his. He's never wearing it.
Green Lord 11. I'm dead. Please keep doing the intermediates with Chris edits. LOL.
Wait, what? You kept that in? You kept that in? Where I was like, hi, Future Sean. You're gonna have to edit this out.
I only kept it in because you said that.
Yes. No. Yeah, I was the only one on. I was like, oh, Sean's gonna have to edit all this out. Hi, Future Sean.
I was like,
oh, that's
you know
awesome.
what? I'm leaving that in.
And it made
let's go.
I think you were
That's
eating.
awesome. I was eating. I was coming off my fasting. I was like, I'm so hungry right now.
Oh, yeah. Cactus_DX. Matadormon plays K out from the trash. Though ideally you want to Evo into Grandrak over a Matador, play out purple level 4, end of turn delete K to Evo the 4 into Matador to play K back out from the trash. Then during the opponent's turn, use Matador Scapegoat or the Matadormon Inheritable under Grandrak to delete Grandrak to evolve into Grandrak and delete your opponent's lowest level Digimon plus play out another level 4 or lower.
That's a whole lot of words for your opponent gets a turn.
Yeah.
The problem, I think the problem is they probably need at least like one more set of support.
Yes. They need a win
because like yeah, WinCon would be cool, but like one more thing of support. Like you can just use the old Dark Animals, but those don't seem to like work into what those new cards are trying to do. And maybe there's like CS stuff that you could play in that deck to do this.
That's what I would look for is CS trait, because that's the issue with the old Dark Animal stuff is it's not CS trait.
Right.
And the deck is too fair because you have to pay for your Evos besides Grandrak effects, I believe.
That's true.
Oh, game 1 versus Todd. I forgot about this. I Evo'd my Drakmon in breeding, and it took me forever to see level 5. But thankfully, Todd checked one of my 2 Matador Mons that I pulled out of my security, so I promoted my level 4 and swung an Evoed into it and blew up his guys.
Nice. It's all coming together.
Yes. Turpex. Brandon is finished after the Bake Gate situation.
Yeah,
Baked
so
Gate.
re-listening to it, because I'm a true fan and I actually re-listen to the podcast, so Sean gets views and watch time, unlike Chris. And yeah, no, I did say all of them were Digimon.
Yeah, I know you did.
That is right hand up, my bad.
I listen to you when you talk.
Sometimes, maybe not so much. Looking over at the carne asada, just saying.
No, we heard you exactly. We heard exactly what you said. It's just unfortunate that wasn't recorded, or we could be like, "Hey, bro, this is what you said."
Yeah.
It might as well have been recorded. This is how I went. Just drink some carne asada. That's what you said.
It doesn't. I don't know why you're making the mocking voice. It doesn't make any sense.
That was the point. Because you drink barbecue sauce out of a cup, and that doesn't make sense.
Barbecue sauce is liquid that you can actually drink, though.
Yeah, and it's more ludicrous to say a solid, because it makes less sense.
No, we know what you meant, Brandon. It's okay.
I don't.
It's okay, little buddy.
Of course you still don't get it, Jesus.
Justin So 8231, do you guys have graded cards? If so, what's your most valuable graded card?
No, we don't. I'm sure we could have definitely sent some cards in to have them graded. Like, I've pulled some SPs. Sean's pulled some SPs. Actually, don't you have some graded cards?
No, I do not. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have sent off.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
saying. It's too expensive
to do it.
Right. Okay.
But like, I just have no reason to spend the money on it.
Same. Like, if I've pulled some cards where I'm like, oh, this would make, and then you look at the pricing and you're like, no, I'll just leave it, put it in a thing, and just like, it's like collectors.
Yeah.
I get the idea behind graded cards, but I don't personally care for it.
Yeah, unless you're planning on selling it and it adds a significant amount to the sell price, I don't see a reason to do it.
Yeah,
right.
Because I mean, if I pulled something like crazy, like the 1 of 300 like Melga, I would have maybe considered it. But which, by the way, there's only one listing of that on TCG Player, and the dude is
I saw it this morning. Yeah,
I'm just trolling because he put the price as $420,699.
Yeah, it's like $42,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could list cards for that much and not actually have them, because who the hell is going to pay that? I could just list every card ever, just be like, yeah, it's $50K, dude. You want it?
Yeah. You literally posted that for brag rights that you have it.
Yeah. Which I'm saying that they don't even have to have it to post it like that, because no one's going to pay that ever. And even if they do, if someone gives me $40,000, I will find one of those.
Yeah.
Liam McCown 8369. Hey guys, this is going to be long, so just saying this up front. Thanks for the content as always. I look forward to this podcast every week, and I hope you all have as great a time making it as we do watching it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, on to my question. Hoping you guys or the comment section can help with me with this. What am I missing about the Hoodiemon OTK combo deck that makes it good? I know putting it like that makes it seem like a stupid question, but hear me out. Why are people eager to bend over backwards to accommodate a bunch of cards that only synergize with the bulk of the deck when you have a critical mass of them in hand specifically? The deck is already a low-to-the-ground aggressive alliance deck that can still easily play Chimeramons and Jakuamons, killing over the course of 2 turns really easily, and without having to have fistfuls of cards that don't do anything to win if you don't have them all in hand, Exodia style. I just don't understand why the community is so obsessed with stuffing their deck with win more ceiling pieces and ruining their floor. Anyway, genuinely hope someone can expand on why this is seen as optimal, because I always thought a consistent, strong game plan was better for competitive than a bricky mess that has to win games by playing the lottery.
Simple answer right off the rip, because it's new.
Well, yeah, there's that.
It's the new kid on the block, and everyone wants to play the new stuff. That's like the one thing about new card sets. It's just like, oh, this is new. I want to play something new. Oh, this looks good. Everyone hypes it up, so everyone gets on the train.
Yeah, it's the new toy, the new shiny toy thing.
There are a lot of times where old support is still better than the new support, and people will still play the new support just because
unless you're Caleb.
it came out. Yeah.
New cards are always better than the old card.
New card equals better card.
Yes.
But as far as the hoodie deck specifically, it is way more consistent than people are giving it credit for, because when you start looping, every loop nets you like 3 draws, sometimes 4 depending on how you do it. So as you're doing it, you're drawing more cards to keep doing it.
It is very you draw a bunch. You do draw a bunch of cards, and there's a lot of searching cards in that deck.
To start the loop, you realistically only need 3 cards, assuming you have the bare minimum, which is the Rookie and the Raising. But in your hand, you would need a Hoodie and a Chai Toast and at least 1 level 4. In the Shack, obviously, but that's what, 5 cards,
Obviously.
and you're drawing 3 cards without the Shack, and you're drawing even more cards once you see the Shack. So, like, as long as you have that amount of cards, you can start the loop, and you are drawing so many cards that you will most likely inevitably see more, and you can just keep going. So it's not quite Exodia, because it's not, you have a fistful of cards in your hand, you're obviously going to have everything. But, like, no, you can start the loop without that and get there because of how much draw power the deck has. Which is why I think it is important to play a draw power Tama over the reduction of Evo Tama. What else was there?
That was about it. Yeah, because like the combo is like promote level 3, Digivolve in the Huddy. That's 1 draw. Swing with Huddy. No, Huddy's effect plays out a card. If it's Angemon, that's another draw. Swing with Huddy.
That's 2 draws.
Yeah. Or Seedramon draw. And then swing with Huddy, Alliance. Your Tama is going to draw you a card. 2 checks.
Chaitos.
Yep. Recycle Chaitos. You're going to DNA into Shack. That's another one. And then you're going to activate the level 3 CS card again. That's another draw. Yeah, so it's like it is consistent. Like, yeah, you will have some bricks in your hand, and your main card is Huddy. If you just don't see that card, it's gonna be a tough time.
Yeah.
But it's just really just because it's a new deck, a new set. People are excited to play that stuff, and they have FOMO. They're like, I want to play this in case it's like the best deck in format. So, yeah.
I can't wait to keep you from playing the game.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, God.
Ruin mode me?
No, Pillow.
I mean, yeah, but I have cards that can just negative.
Yeah, you just kill Pillow though.
Yeah, You're the one that said that. I would ruin mode him.
I mean,
because I have Hoodie's gonna kill it.
I have my Pillow right.
Yeah, good luck playing the game with your level 5 base strategy when you're minus 10,000 DP on every single one of your turns.
Assuming you can get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling you, the list I'm playing Tuesday feels pretty solid.
You said that last time.
It's pre-release Tuesday, Sean.
If
they allow us to. Every time. I agree with you. Every time we've had a pre-release at Trinity, we've just played Constructed.
I guarantee, because they will ask us, because they're cool, and they'll be like, "What do you guys want to do?" And we're gonna say, "We want to play Constructed because the set is actually legal now. Screw you, Will."
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't be able to play that.
Will.
I wouldn't be able to play that Tuesday unless I'm able to buy a box first.
And pull a hoodie.
If I'm able to buy a box, I would. Yeah, because I'm still 1 Chai Toast Chai, 1 Shack, and 1 hoodie.
Well, guess what, Brandon? We just show up a little bit earlier, buy boxes, and open them.
Which reminds me, Sean, you gonna need a ride, or is it too early to ask?
It is too early to ask.
Okay. I'll say, because we need.
That's why I always try and ask on Monday or early Tuesday morning.
Yeah. And I never know until I tell you guys, because my source of information waits until the last second to tell me.
Your wife?
Yes.
No. Uh-huh.
She's gotten better about it, because every time she says it, for a while, every time she told me, it'd be like the last minute, I'd be like, "You need to tell me as soon as you know. Please."
Please.
That one Larry dude. Cyber Eden pre-release, I had a very good Karen Warp raid deck, 2 Gaio and 1 Lord Knight, but the winner got 2 Diaboromon, a full Dia line, Arata, and Yuko. There was nothing I could do against a protected, unaffected Diaboromon. Yeah, it sounds like Brand's deck.
Yikes. If I would have pulled the Yuko, that would have been pretty good. I didn't have the Chirin, but I had the Infirmon, which made it even better for sticking on the board.
Yeah. Justin So 8231. If you have 8 kids, you can do a Digimon TCG 8-person bracket tournament with all of them. That is true.
Okay. All right.
If you have 11, you could have an entire offense or defensive side of the ball for football.
Philip Rivers.
Philip has like 17 or something, I think.
I think one of Philip's kids has a newborn that's the same age as one of his newborns.
It was popping them out. Holy.
Yeah, I feel sorry for his wife, dude.
Hey, she's got to be into it too.
I mean, obviously she has to be down to do it, but like, I can't.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, make a baby.
Because I know that it's miserable for the majority of the time you're pregnant. It can't be comfortable.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, the act of having the kid, I'm sure sucks.
Dude, maybe at this point she's like, it's weird not to be pregnant.
Yeah, I was
she's
gonna say,
used to it. Yeah.
If she has that many kids, I wonder if she spent more time in her adult life pregnant than not pregnant.
Yes.
Because you have to spend a couple months on recovery, but like you can get pregnant pretty quick after being.
If he's actually in the high teens, which I'm pretty sure he is.
He has enough kids to field an entire offensive side of the ball or defense. He's got like 11 or 12, including himself. I think that's including himself.
Apparently, it's only 10. Maybe I'm thinking.
Okay, so 10 kids plus him is 11. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. So I guess including himself, it'd have to be
maybe 12.
No. Oh.
Google is not helping.
Because it might be including his grandkids. Because I know one of his oldest kids, if not his oldest, has a grandchild. Because I just saw a clip where he was holding his newborn, and then his kid came up with their newborn. And they're almost the same age.
I mean, once you hit a certain point, yeah. I mean, because you can't not have an age gap like that when you have that many kids. Because unless you start having like twins and triplets. Looks like he has 10. I must be thinking of like Antonio Cromartie, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, he's also got a lot of kids.
Yeah, his aren't all with the same woman though, but he has a billion kids. He also said, "Hope you guys stayed safe during the No Kings Drazel Trump Day. Get ready for 3 more years of that." Kyle Newey 9278. Dub over sub. I get distracted easily. LOL. That's what I'm saying, dude. The words start popping up on the screen. That's where my eyes go.
It's fair.
Fair enough.
And I also can never look at my phone while there's dialogue. Because I have to read it.
There's the real reason.
There's multiple reasons. I'm honest about why I don't like it. He also said,
like you've been lying a lot to us.
Yes.
Filthy liar.
I'm a huge liar, dude. He also said, got 2 kids, definitely not easy, but isn't horrible at all. BT23 is gonna financially break me though. LOL. Haha. So many decks I want to build now.
Yeah, I was talking to Chris before we got on, and it's kind of crazy. I've got 3 decks that are pretty different. They're not like the most different.
How many of them have Omnimon in them?
2 of them still require going into Alteress and just killing you.
Okay, that's not different, bro. That's not how that works.
But like the entire bottom end is different.
It's the same deck.
The only cards they share are Alteress. My win con.
I'm putting like between DGO and cards from this set, I think I'm putting like almost 20 new cards in my Angels deck. I'm not saying it's a different deck.
Yeah, but I mean that's because the base is still the same. But it's like saying, okay, what you're saying there, it's like saying Armor Magna and Imperial Magna DNA are the same deck. They both end in Magna X, but how you get there is different.
You make a good point. However, they're still both Magna X decks.
Yeah. Like I said, they're both different decks. They just end in the same point.
I would say they're the same deck with just different engines.
Okay, but they don't share any of the same card except the 3 Alter S.
Yeah, your win condition's the same. Just accept it.
Just go to the next
Reno Shinamaya Val. Oh no, Labramon on the loose. I believe that is when one of your dogs was losing its mind.
one. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Aiden.
It was.
They also said, if this what, Chris? Ayo, pause? I believe that's when you said, if this dick.
Yeah, because he's trying to say deck and he said dick.
Yeah, dick.
Rider in the Wind 18. For Master Disciple, also add the Sistermon option card since it specify cards with Sistermon in name, so that makes 2 searches for the deck with it and BT23 Huckmon.
That's
Yes.
a valid point.
I guess.
Master and Disciples is probably one of the best like searching cards in like all of the game. It's up there for like its archetype.
Yeah.
Because it also puts the cards into the trash.
Yeah. It's pretty good. You know, imagine they made that Sistermon card red instead of white.
Yeah.
Like morons.
Dude, one of the again, another part that's really good about Master Disciple, you can crack it whenever and then activate like Scramble and like it's
you can stack
it's one of the
them.
few cards. Yes.
It's
It's,
really
one of the
good.
few cards that does that.
Yeah, I always liked that.
I think they saw what you could do with that one, and they've been like, never do that again.
Yeah,
we haven't had stackable reductions.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because that card was before we ever got trainings. And I think they were like, we can't let you stack these.
It's a good thing we put it in a bag of bricks like Jessmon, but eventually that bag of bricks is going to become a bag of not bricks.
I think it's still going to be bricks. Unless they stop forcing you to play sisters, it's always going to be bricky.
Yeah.
But if they just let the Jessmon play tokens and stuff and get your effects from playing the token, like the new Jessmon, then maybe the deck won't be a bag of bricks. Tony Pino 18. I came back for the comment questions and y'all didn't disappoint. Keep up the fire content, guys. Thank you.
Good.
Speaking of fire content, next question.
Guy Marco 6419. Thank you for being a channel member. I know that it's rude to ask and I won't expect answers, but when, if even, are you going to release battle videos? They will be coming back to the channel sometime next month. Promise.
We'll hold you to that.
Yes. For real, they will be coming back in the not too distant future.
Sean's been having to work a 9 to 5, guys. He's having to go with suit and tie and back into the office.
Bro, I'm not a lawyer. No one wears a suit and tie to the office.
Well, no, the thing is, like, you're probably actually just doing editing work in your office, but you're not actually wearing pants, you're just in underwear, but the top half is just the dress shirt and the tie.
Even when I'm in my house by myself, if I'm in my office sitting in my computer chair, I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Thank you for specifying. I was
Thank
real worried that you in your house alone was just naked. We can't have that.
So that's why I specified in my computer chair in my office.
How dare
He's like, you know what?
Private domicile.
Sitting
Yugi, you're naked. Me too, buddy.
Sitting butt ass naked on my computer chair doesn't feel kosher. So I have done it.
He's like, what does this feel like? I don't like this.
I've done it. I forgot what I had to do, but I've had to do it like once or twice because I know what it was. I was in the middle of doing something and the YouTube video finished processing to where I could like click push it live, and so I just sat down for a second and did it. But I've only sat down for like less than 30 seconds anytime I've ever done
my
that.
cheeks are cold.
And
the leather
and your balls,
my cheeks,
dude.
Kakarot. He clapped my cheeks, Kakarot.
But yeah, you're welcome for putting that image in everyone's heads that are watching. But yeah, I'm normally fully clothed when I sit in this chair.
Except for when he's naked.
Except for the occasional naked time, but that's not for extended periods.
I mean, yeah, you're a white male. Probably only about, what, 2 minutes of naked time? That joke went right over his head. Okay.
Are you talking about how long to have sex?
Are you talking about intercourse, Brandon?
No, I last longer than that.
Well, you just said.
Yeah, like
only ever
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah. Sorry, I was lowballing you a little bit. My bad.
Yes. Yeah, I'm way too old to be a minute man. I think that's for people that aren't used to the touch of a woman that are like that.
My God, she touched my hand.
Yeah, sometimes age isn't a factor there.
She
Sometimes
caressed my knee.
like, hey.
Yo, she's laughing at my jokes. Oh my God.
Yo, is she into me?
Yo.
God, that movie was so good.
Oh,
I can't believe that power arced up like that. Golly.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard about the angel one, but I think that one's a dude. You'd have to watch the movie, Sean. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
And you're not a self-possessed weeb, so you know.
Professed.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. I think the only Japanese things that I like are like
everything behind you.
Technically, the Power Rangers.
He's got you there. They're Japanese Sentai.
Yeah, that's not the Japanese
way out of
version.
that one.
Yeah, technically the Power Rangers.
80% of that content is Japanese.
That's where
Yes.
Sean's love for dub came from, actually, because there's like this is actually Japanese footage. They're just dubbing the voices over.
Honestly, what completely killed my even desire to attempt to watch sub ever again was trying to watch a Tournament of Power before it was fully dubbed. And me and Emily got to a point where we were trying to finish it, and we watched the next episode, which was subbed instead of dubbed. And I was like, we were both like, their Japanese voices are so different than their English ones that I just can't take it.
Yeah, it's like grating, man.
Yeah.
Like the Tournament of Power was already pretty bad for its interjections. Like every 2 seconds, you'd have Krillin, Beerus, Supreme Kai, somebody just stop the action to explain the action.
Yeah.
And it's like, how about we just show the action and we don't cut to the crowd every 2 seconds to explain what we just saw.
They had to fill time somehow, dude. That was apparently the entire thing took what, 45 minutes or an hour? I forget the time frame.
I thought it was half an hour. Was it 45?
Maybe it was. I can't remember. But I know it was less than an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is this 80 episodes? Oh yeah, it's Dragon Ball.
Yo.
They don't know. They don't understand time.
Yeah.
It's like 200 episodes. It's crazy. Like, because I remember the entirety of the Tournament in Power is longer than all of the other arcs
Preceding
like, prior
it. Yeah.
combined. Yeah. It doubles the watch time of Dragon Ball Super.
Which it is a cool arc. It's just crazy to me that they were like, hey, this all takes place in like 45 minutes or whatever.
Less than an hour.
Yeah, like they could have just not said that.
Yeah. Just don't say that, guys.
Yeah.
They just don't include a time limit.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Make it last man standing.
If they'd never said anything about how much time it was taking, you would never think about it. But the fact that they said it, I'm like, how is this not over? This should have been over by now. How is this all taking place?
Insanity.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to get out of here?
Yep.
This boy's coming for you.
He's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's very nice. I like that.
He is beautiful. He's gonna shoot you in the face.
American style.
Yeah.
With his revolver arm.
I'm gonna say it, dude. Rise Gray is cooler than Metal Gray.
Ooh. I think my issue with the Rise Gray design is the entire like Geo to Rise, like it's just buff Greymon. I don't know. I kind of like the chunky Greymon.
I can understand the love for both. Nostalgia, I'm like, Metal Greymon's really cool, and I like Alterius. Like, I love how his arm turns into that, like, what is it called? What are they called? Those kind of
railgun.
A railgun. Yeah, it turns into like a railgun. That's really cool.
It's more like a beam. So I don't know.
But I would call it a railgun. But I also understand that Rise Greymon his design is really cool, and he does just have a gun for an arm. Like,
it's literally
cool.
a revolver.
It's very American. Yeah. So pretty cool. I agree. I mean, I love both lines.
I do too. I like if someone was like, "Hey, which one do you prefer?" I'd be like, "Rise Gray, looks cooler." Which, I mean, they had a chance to just they took Metal Greymon and I'm just like, how can we make this look cooler? And that's why it looks better. It's because it came after.
Make him. He's on the roids.
Yeah,
and he's visited America one time.
Claw for hand, no, gun for hand.
Gun.
Excellent.
Nice. All right, boy.
Later, boys.